so that makes eating food hard and very complicated for me, and honestly quite painful. It's very frustrating when you know you need to eat, but you can't because you're so nauseated, you can't keep anything down, or then you're really hungry, but then something won't digest properly, and then you're stuck in pain. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very vicious cycle for me. So I love food so much, but it just has become miserable. And I do see a specialist. I see a gastro doctor and such. So I am on top of things. I just have a lot of health conditions when it comes to the stomach. And it's, to the point where my doctors talked about a feeding tube on multiple different occasions. So it's just like to that point, you know what I mean? And I don't ever want to give off the illusion, like, let me just sit here and cook some meals and I'm gonna pretend and say I eat them all. I will say I do not have an eating disorder. That is not something that I suffer from. And all of my lovelies that are suffering from eating disorders, my heart goes out to you. But that's not what I am suffering from at all. Just to make that a little disclaimer. But not to undermine anyone who has ever suffered or is currently suffering and battling an eating disorder. So I wanted to sit here and just connect with you guys and let you know that some days I don't even eat. Like today it is 11 p.m. and I had a couple olives, and that's it. And now my stomach is so upset that I have spent the last 2 hours trying to do a voiceover because my stomach won't stop making noises and I can't get content out to you guys, you know what I mean? So it's just a vicious cycle. It's so hard. And I definitely, my eating what I can get down is not enough for my body. It needs more nutrition. It needs more than it is getting. So my eating habits are not healthy at all. Like I take in okay food. It's not what I'm eating that's bad. It's that in general I'm not eating enough. So in 2 days I may have the tiniest bites of a sweet potato that you've ever seen. Does that make sense? So I just wanted to let everyone know, to be transparent, that I, can have points of just having to throw up constantly after just trying to get the tiniest thing down because I'm in so much pain. And then some days I may get, some food down and then I don't eat for this amount of days. I'm making this video because I never want to do a disservice, and not, to be honest, I could film this and just post it and you guys never think anything's wrong, but this is... Sorry guys, my phone died so I had to switch to the iPad. But anyways, I want you guys to feel like you are watching someone who's being honest with you about their struggles, and food is a struggle for so many in so many different ways. So if you are struggling right now, I love you and I'm giving you the biggest hug ever. These are just, if anything, options that I may eat within the week, you know what I mean? Not to say I only eat 3 things in 7 days. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if I meals, consecutive days, anything like that. And I just wanted to make that kind of clear and let you guys know kind of what goes on behind the camera, because again, I've talked about this, there's so many things within social media that can be a big false reality, and like I said, I could post this and most of you would never know, that I didn't just eat that in a day and it was great and I'm good, great, grand, and that's not the case. We struggle, so I love you, love you, love you, love you, and I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and let me know, what are your favorite snacks, favorite foods? Let me know, let me know, let me know, and I do hope that you get some tingles, 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 tingles. So something that I really struggle with is staying hydrated, and so some days, if I know it's a really tough day and I really need to stay hydrated, or I'm just trying to stay on top of hydration to kickstart my day, I will try and get some Pedialyte down if I can. I prefer the packets, and I like the orange flavor. It tastes just like Gatorade. And this particular day, I had some applesauce to go with it, so it's a very light little something just to have in the morning that is easy on my stomach if I am able to even, keep that down. A lot of mornings I'm not able to keep anything down, and applesauce could be a lot to my stomach, so that's just what it looks like, and that might be one of my morning options. Another great and really easy option for my stomach are eggs. In the morning, or even lunch or supper, I prefer scrambled most of the time. So the first thing that I like to do is put down a little bit of ghee butter. I never measure anything that I cook. I kind of just throw it on there. I am cracking not one, not two, not one, not two, not one, not two, but three eggs into a little bowl, and then I am putting some sea salt in there, along with a little bit of pepper, and I also do a little bit of garlic most of the time, and then I am just whipping that together and throwing it in the pan, I find when I whisk my eggs for a really long time, it makes them so much fluffier in the end. And before I went dairy-free, I would always put milk in my scrambled eggs, but it's still fine this way. I actually like it better with like the ghee butter versus milk. So I just have that on a lower temp, and I am just constantly moving the eggs around so they do not burn on the edges or anything like that. I'm curious, how do you like your eggs? And if you like them scrambled, do you season them? Do you just put salt? Do you just like pepper? What do you put in your eggs? I season just about every single thing that I eat. It was so hard moving from Texas to California, where I live in California, where seasoning isn't a really big thing, and it definitely has to do with it. Maybe I'll do a whisper ramble on seasonings and how they kind of develop in different regions and such, but anyways, I just like to season every single thing that I eat, and quite heavily actually. So then I might make an like that? Do you put ketchup? Do you like nothing in them, just dry? What's your thing? And of course, a little more salt because I salt everything. So that's just another quick option for the morning or lunch, supper, whatever. You can add to it. You can take away the tortilla, just whatever I am feeling for that day. So another easy option. This spiralized zucchini pasta is such a great easy option for lunch or supper. You can spiralize your own zucchini or you can buy it pre-made. I bought this pre-made at Sprouts, but I know that Target has this brand, and I'll show you guys the brand and everything that I use in a minute. This is so yummy. You can spice it up, spice it down. It's just a really simple make, especially when I don't have too much energy in me. So I will show you what I like to add to my pasta. This is the brand of spiralized zucchini that I personally like to get. It is the CC's Veggico noodled organic zucchini. I got mine at Sprouts, but I also know you can get this at Target. I like to use ghee butter as an alternative to normal butter, and this has Himalayan pink salt in it, and it is also grass-fed. I also like to add in some minced garlic. I also like to take this Nature's First sea salt with crushed red pepper, and then just some basic black pepper. The first thing that I like to do is go ahead and put my ghee butter and minced garlic together and heat that up. Another really yummy thing to do that I'm not doing today in this video, but I often do, is to heat my bacon up and cook it in with the minced garlic or before the butter and garlic, and then your noodles get like that bacony flavor, and then you can go ahead and crunch your crispy bacon into pieces and put it in your pasta. That's really yummy, but again, that's not what I'm doing today. I just thought I'd add in that's something that you can throw in with your pasta. So I am just evening out the pasta throughout the pan so I can get some of the garlic. And then I'm going to take my salt again. Guys, I eyeball everything that I make. Unless I'm baking, then I measure stuff. I never measure really anything that I cook, so I just kind of eyeball it to my liking. Again, I love spicing everything that I eat. I love spicy foods, but it doesn't always sit well with my stomach. So I just took salt and pepper, and I like a lot of this crushed red pepper. I think it's so yummy. So yummy. And then, because again I love seasoning, I took even more garlic. So I took some garlic powder, and as it is cooking, this is what it'll look like. And then there really isn't much else to making this. You just flip around your noodles, make sure that